I don't hear it in the background.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry. Yeah, you're right.
And plus, I turned the fan on, so hopefully I won't die.
Okay. All right. What is happening now? What is happening here? Am I lagging? Oh no. What's going on?
You're live.
You are live.
Oh man, I can't. My computer is shitting itself. What's going on, everybody? I'm Ryan Fortsy from the Sports Hit List by the Fans and for the Fans. We are here for our round 2 recap of the Stanley Cup playoffs. I got Mike and I got Justin. Let's just say this first things first. Mike, how about them Rangers, baby? How about them Rangers?
I'll take it. I'm gonna just so people know it's me. I gotta just keep an eye on my name for 3, 2, 1.
So apparently, as the speculations around, Mike bet against the Rangers last night.
No, that's not speculation. That's
that's
public knowledge.
That is
public knowledge.
That is public knowledge. He put that on.
Oh,
Carl put that on Instagram last night.
He fired him up.
I just want to say one thing to Ryan. You're welcome.
What do you mean? You're welcome.
I went undefeated in my predictions in the first round, and I specifically said I was going 1 for 4 in the second round because that's how the universe works. So you're welcome.
Okay.
He did say that.
Well, as we know, all of our brackets are fucked now. Pretty much.
I got 2 teams that are still eligible for the finals.
I do too. I have like, I think my Rangers bracket is like the closest one. I think. Actually, no, it's a lie because I had Florida in that one.
I only have 1 bracket because I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to do more than 1.
I did 3, and I think it was smart. But Justin, how did you feel about the Canes losing in 7 against the New York Rangers last night?
So you know the old saying, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. So I got a lot to say, but not terribly much. Look,
Clint in the chat.
Look, like the Rangers. I don't know what everybody was like pretty much expecting. Like I don't know if people were expecting the Rangers to roll over for the Canes, but this was a team that we edged out for the Metro. Okay, it was a tight race down to the end of the season. It could have gone either way, and it did go, back and forth. We lost at home. We didn't win on the road. We didn't do anything on the power play. The refs didn't cost us the series. The ESPN didn't cost us the series, Canes fans. We cost ourselves. We didn't take advantage of the opportunities we had. And that's that. I mean, Rangers, Shesterkin, bro. Vesna.
No quit in New York, baby.
Bro, like, look. If the Rangers get to the finals, Conn Smythe, he would deserve it. He'd be a top tier candidate if he plays this way, gets the Rangers to the finals. How can you leave him out of that talk? How can you?
You can't.
That dude. You really can't.
That dude took our milk, our lunch, our cookies. He took all. He took them.
He took everything.
Yeah, he's the main reason why the Rangers are where they are right now. So.
That's not true. It's not all. It's not. The whole team has done a great effort.
No. Don't shortchange your team, bro. Like, look, both teams were good. The Rangers were just good at the right time.
They got lucky.
And that's what matters.
Those two power play goals really set the bar.
Yeah, and look, when it comes to the Canes, I'm going to say this before moving on. We weren't supposed to be there because we lost the number 1 goalie before the playoffs even started. Ranta, bro, he did. Out to Ranta, he's our 1B. He's a 1B goalie right now. We don't have a number 2 right now. We have 1A, 1B, and then we got Piotr Korchekov. I can't remember how to say his last name right now. I'm so
Korchekov.
flustered.
Absolute bum.
Yeah, but
I'm just kidding.
give him a couple years. You know, he'll be a solid backup. But Ronta earned my respect. He earned my respect, and let's not pretend, Canes fans, that when we lost Peter Mrazek, why were you guys stressing out over that? I had no idea. And Alex Nedeljkovic, it was great for us. Don't pretend like y'all weren't like saying that's it. We won't even make the playoffs. We had a good season. We had a great season. Best regular season that this team has ever given us. And don't forget, we went through 9 years of no playoffs. Okay, so at least I went through 9 years of no playoffs with the Canes. I love this team, and I'm not ashamed that we lost to the Rangers. That's my piece. You guys take it away.
Mike, what did you think of the playoffs of just the Rangers playing in general? I want to hear your take.
Their power play won them that series.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time the Rangers could say that?
Really, you really can't. It must have been a long time ago.
I don't think this is a hot take. I think this is just a fact. But the Rangers power play has never been this good in the playoffs before.
Right.
Since I've started watching, which was about 10 and a half years ago at this point. And we all know that the power plays, especially in the playoffs under Tortorella and Vigneault, were just what I like to call waste of time plays and or bathroom break plays.
Atrocious.
Yeah, they're very opportunistic, which is very unlike this team. So this is good to watch.
I personally thought that this series was unbelievable. I mean, just let alone taking the Carolina Hurricanes to Game 7. It's just ridiculous as it just sounds. Now we go into Tampa, and we're playing against some old faces we haven't seen in quite some time. Ryan McDonough.
You're playing against some old faces in the last round too. Don't forget that.
That too, yeah.
Carl, I'm not apologizing for anything.
What does he say?
When I got money on a team, I'm gonna say they're gonna win.
Oh my God! Is Carl in the chat? What is he saying? God, is Carl? Oh my God! Carl. I'm just seeing this now, man.
Carl, do you want me to also apologize for calling them out when they played terrible against arguably the worst team in the league, but still won? You want me to apologize for that? Because I'm not going to, because that was a terrible game they played. They won, but they did not play well.
Can we just point this out? Manny has been spot on with the predictions.
Yeah.
It's just
you're
funny.
Wrong. You just said you're wrong.
I was wrong, but I'm not apologizing for being wrong.
Oh my. He gets heated on Chirp and chat. Oh man.
I've been calling this team out on their BS all season. I ain't apologizing now.
How are you mad they made it to the Eastern Conference Final?
Mike, don't forget.
I'm mad at Carl right now because he's trying to make me. He's trying to create.
He's gaslighting you, bro. He's gaslighting.
I want Carl to know that. I want everybody to remember that I put the Rangers over the Canes in my bracket. So
as you should. You
sold out, Mike. You sold out, Mike. You sold out. I sold out in the round preview, but you sold out to your team when it mattered the most.
Well, I mean, listen.
Well, I mean, they kind of let me down every single year, so.
Last 5 years, just got it right.
Yeah, first time in 5 years.
Wow. What was I going to say? So, let's look at the Eastern Conference, not the Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes, because we kind of went over that.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on because we talk about them a lot. Can we just talk about how Tampa Bay and the Florida Panthers, like Tampa completely swept them with no problem? That alone is just scary.
You know when the Panthers lost that series? They lost that in Game 2 when they gave up that game-winning goal with like what 1.5 seconds left or something like that.
Yep.
So it was over. It was over. I mean,
that was a rough series, and I did not think that Florida was gonna take that series. Not Florida. I didn't think Florida was going to lose to Tampa. I thought it was going to at least go to 7.
And Florida had extra rest. They won in 6. They won in 6. In the Maple Leafs took it to the Lightning.
It's impressive. That's really impressive. But well,
if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Florida healthy?
Florida was healthy, and they just brought in Claude Giroux at the deadline. Huberdeau was healthy. Barkov was healthy. All these guys.
Browski was healthy.
What?
Bob
Oh.
Browski. Bob Browski.
Bobrovsky.
He was healthy. I mean,
yeah.
Look, that was Florida's chance.
Every star player on that team was healthy. They could have won that series. They could have taken it into consideration, saying, "Holy shit, we can actually take these guys."
Okay, guys, just keep this in mind. The Panthers got swept, and Bobrovsky played very well.
No, I don't think it's anything against Bobrovsky. I think it's the defense.
This series was on anyone but him.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He was the Panthers' best player in that series, hands down.
I feel like it was their defense.
Yeah,
it was definitely their defense.
Going back to that goal I talked about. You had 2 deep behind the net with who was it? I can't remember who netted it, but you had less than 5 seconds. You got 2 people chasing the puck behind the net, leaving the slot wide open. That was a gaffe of the year right there. That was a gaffe of the year. That was dumb. I was screaming, and I had nothing invested in that series. I was screaming. I was like, why? That was dumb.
Yeah, listen. Dumb. It was a great. I think the Eastern Conference really put on a show this year. Considerably, I think 7 teams out of the top 10 were all Eastern Conference. That alone is just scary. You know,
every Eastern Conference team in the playoffs was over 100 points.
But look at the TV behind you. Look who all the free agents are for the Canes next year. Like,
we won't see a lot of them.
Listen, I don't know. That Carolina team has some work to do. I think
it's all up here right now.
Honestly, I think that you guys should. Carolina should at least be looking for new positions, what they can work on. Make sure they have a solid backup tendy. Just in case Ronta goes down, we have the emergency goalie for the AHL. Let him light it up in the AHL. Bring him up if you need it for the playoffs.
Yeah, our pipeline is okay, but
I think your top.
We're very young. We're very young, but
I think your top 6 needs to grow a little bit more. I think you can add at least a solid center. I mean, who's becoming a free agent this year as a center?
Trocheck.
Well, yeah. I think it's time. I think it's time to give Trocheck the boot. Honestly.
Yeah.
I think he's better off. I think he's better off at another team. I don't think Carolina's right for him.
Nino will be gone.
Nino's going to be gone. Nino was really good
come down
too.
To Nino or Trocheck. I mean, I don't want to lose both of them, but if I had to, who's going to cost the most? It's probably going to be Vinny, and we can do so much with that money.
You guys need a solid top 6 before you can make any more moves.
Yeah, we need
the Hurricanes do have a solid top 6.
They do, but they need more work. They're too young. They need the veteran.
We need veteran leadership. That's what we need.
That's what they don't have veteran leadership. Like,
yeah, we're really relying on Jordan Stahl to be Justin Williams, and I love the guy. He's a great captain.
I don't think Jordan Stahl is cut for it.
No.
I don't think
he's a great captain. He's a great captain of this team, but he's no Justin Williams. And everybody wants him to be Justin Williams,
and he just can't be.
He can't be, and we don't have anybody behind that. We don't have anybody behind him, and like you can't rely on veteran leadership can't rely on captaincy on the ice from a goaltender like Freddie Anderson, who's the next oldest veteran I think we have, or Jordan Martinook. Jordan Martinook's the soul of our team, but he's not the captain.
I just have a question for you though, Justin.
Yo.
If Freddie Anderson was to play against the Rangers in the series, do you think the Canes would take it, or do you think the Rangers would still advance?
It didn't come down to it. Wasn't our goal today, man.
It was just. I mean,
look, if we played the power play in our special teams the way that we did, and we took undisciplined bait penalties like Tony DeAngelo,
right.
Did and got caught up in that mess after game 3. If we continue to take those, then no, it might have been over in 6. Honestly, just because we lost Freddie at the end of the season, and if he had came back, I still think Ranta was the guy that earned that spot in the playoffs because he carried the Canes for 2 rounds. He did. He really did carry the Canes for 2 rounds.
Antti Ranta. Antti Ranta was like really. He was good for the Rangers. He was. Didn't he get drafted by the Rangers?
I don't think so.
Was it the Rangers or Coyotes? I can't remember.
No, he was on the Coyotes at some point.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't know where he came from, but he learned a lot in New York, and it carried over to Carolina, and that's great. That's what really brought the spirit in, and then Rod Brindamore kind of added some spice and said,
No one gave our goaltending core a chance. At the beginning of the season. No one did.
Antti Ranta was undrafted.
Oh, okay. So the Rangers picked him up, and I guess they said, "Hey, let's give this kid a chance."
Yeah.
He was in the 2014-2015 Stanley Cup run, or was it 2013-2014? I don't know. It's one of those years. I forget which one it is.
Wasn't that Talbot?
13-14.
Was it Talbot or was it Ranta?
Was it Ranta or Talbot?
I think it was Ranta. I could have sworn it was Ranta.
I know 2014-15 was 100% Talbot.
So, okay. Well, moving on. We're going to go to the Western Conference now. Enough about the East. The Battle of Alberta ended in, 6?
It was Talbot, by the way.
Okay, whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
So
I had to get that out.
Shut your mouth. So I think the Battle of Alberta ended in 6 with Edmonton taking it all. It was 5.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so never mind.
Was it 5?
I would just like to say this.
I thought it was
Calgary.
6.
No, it was 5.
It was 5. Oh God.
I just need to say this because Calgary just friggin' blew it. Calgary Flames. Frauds.
They're not frauds. They're good. They're
frauds.
fine.
Dude, how do you win game 1 9-6 and then proceed to lose 4 in a row?
Too, yeah.
That's probably why it felt like 6 games, because that first game was like 2 games in 1 with the scoring.
Right.
That was nuts. So going on this series, but let's just go to the end of the series right quick. Was it a goal or was it a kick?
Ryan, go first.
It was a goal. That was so obviously a goal. Honestly. The overtime one on game 5?
No.
No, regulation game 5. Coleman's kicking motion.
Kick.
Oh, that one. No, that was a goal. I thought that was a goal.
Here's why it was a goal. Bro, here's why it was a goal. I love how none of the announcers or the commentators brought this up during the game. It was only after in the intermission between regulation and overtime. If you look, Coleman's skate, his right skate comes into contact with Smith's right pad. CeCe's right there. His right leg basically gets caught up. Where is his left leg supposed to go?
Right.
It's like, obviously it's going to go forward because when something like that happens, you tend to do the splits accidentally because one foot's caught up. Skate never left the ice. He was obviously going to stop there no matter what. No kicking motion. That should have been a goal. Yes, that did screw the Flames out of that game.
Yeah, it really did.
So my vote is, for the longest time I was team kick. But I've seen, then I just stopped back. I slept on it. And then the next day I woke up and I was like, I've seen literally Pele kicks count as goals this year. Again, comes out of officiating. I've seen guys, I saw Jacob Trouba early in the season. I saw him boot a puck in and it stood. It stood. Or no, it wasn't Trouba. It was Blake. I'm sorry, I was saying Winnipeg. It was Blake Wheeler.
I was about to say.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so used to Trouba being on the Winnipeg Jets.
Wow, speaking of Trouba, though, I'm sorry to cut you off, but speaking of Trouba, it's looking like he's heading out of New York. There is a possibility they're not going to re-sign him for the cap space. I know.
He's under contract for the next 5 years.
Well, they said he's leaving. He's going somewhere. I don't know.
I'm actually glad you brought this up because
Larry Brooks tweeted it, and I saw it, and I usually that's my trusted source.
I hate Larry Brooks.
I do too, but that's my trusted source. All right.
No, because I'm glad you brought that up because I did want to bring this up, and I've especially seen this on Twitter. Specifically, the last 2 off seasons, people were literally saying, during those specific seasons, "Oh, the Rangers are coming up on a cap crunch this off season." They said that 2 years ago. And I was looking at those tweets being baffled because they weren't. They said it going into last season. Oh, they're going to be in a cap crunch in 2021. And I'm just like, what the hell are you people talking about? They said it again this season. The cap crunch is in 2023.
What's the cap crunch? Just explain to me, because I have no idea actually.
Oh, because they have a bunch of people coming up against. They have a bunch of players coming up needing new contracts
right
when they don't have
the money.
Much. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
So they're doing a Tampa Bay. Essentially.
Not exactly.
Okay, but whatever.
Not quite that far.
But
back to the West.
Now I think the only restricted free agent this year, I think, is Ryan Strome.
Goodbye. I don't.
You don't want Strome? Really?
I don't need him re-signed. I'll take Kopp any day over him.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
and Kopp is also a restricted.
But I have you got to realize, between Strome, Kopp, and Vetrano.
I take Vetrano and Kopp.
If only Strome stays, I'm going to be livid.
Well, because
I understand why Vetrano might not be re-signed, but the amount they gave up to get Kopp, they have to re-sign him.
What did they give him up for?
Well, they now gave up a first-round pick plus.
Oh, that's right. Because
he was a conditional.
Yeah,
it was a conditional.
Right. What was the deal on that? If they made the Eastern Conference Final,
and he played 50% of the games, which he did.
And I think hold on. I was in a Rangers. I'm in a Rangers group chat, and I think they said, yeah. Look, it says after the game last night, I was going around seeing the players, and Copper looked up to me and said, "Sorry about your first," and that was said by Chris Drury. So
okay, dear Lord. Okay, so I completely forgot there was this much in the package to get him. It was Morgan Barron, a 2022 conditional first, which is now officially a first, a 2022 conditional second, and a 2023 fifth. And there is Mike Phillips.
Mike Phillips. Mike.
I was in traffic, and I'm listening to you guys, and I said, I got to come on.
Here we go.
Turn your phone. Turn your phone sideways.
I got to come on, and I got to come on for a couple of reasons.
Everybody, mute yourself. Mike has something to say.
But how can you say no to Ryan Strome?
Thank you.
Say no to Ryan Strome. What he's been able to do so far has been outstanding. Especially for a third line, fourth liner. You keep him. You give him the money to get him on a third or fourth line. His veteranism will help this team even more. It already has helped in the playoffs. Yes, can he find the back of the net? Not at all times. We've seen that. We saw it last night when he had a wide open shot and he missed it. But then he came back down and he scored. And I also had to come on. And I know Justin and Ryan will be joining the fan zone later on. Quick plug, 7 o'clock right after Chirp and Chat. Make sure you.
Thanks, Mike.
But Justin, I have to say to you, my condolences to the Hurricanes. You had a hell of a season. And I tip my hat to you guys. I said it was going to go in 5 games because we had to steal one in Carolina. Didn't know it would go all the way to Game 7 to have to steal it. I have to say, I don't know what happened to your team because that was not the Carolina Hurricanes we played all series. I don't know if injuries just caught up to you, if you just got tired, once Jarvis went down, I felt like it changed the whole momentum of that game.
100%.
And you guys are going to be a hell of a team for the next couple of years. You obviously are in a crunch as well on figuring out some of your players, figuring out Aho. I call him Aho. So I will say this. The Rangers played a hell of a series. The stars showed up when they needed to be. They play on Broadway for a reason. Because the curtains are up. We have hit intermission because now it is time for the second act. 8 more games to hail Lord Stanley. Tampa's not going to be easy. It is the New York of Florida because of who they've had and who they still have. But I will say, I do think that the Rangers will win in 6.
Nice. I like it, Mike.
Love it.
That's bold.
Of Sparacino's beard.
My man, hey Sparacino, my man.
Hey,
is
Mike, this
standing
isn't
on the
bad for
streets.
2 rounds. Not bad for 2 rounds.
That's the playoff beard.
This is the actual playoff beard.
Hey, I gotta start dying it. I don't know. Between the Rangers playoff games going 7 in each round so far, and because I have 2 kids and I'm 36 years old, starting to turn gray. I gotta something about it. Ryan, stop laughing at me, you 19-year-old. Stop it.
Hey, I'm 39.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm the youngest out of all of us. Like this entire group.
I'm 39, and this is the best I could do.
What?
You're the youngest of creation. What are you talking about? I have underwear that are older than you, Ryan.
We've been over this already.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous of both Mikes here. I'm 39, and this is the best I can do for 2 rounds.
Justin, I can do way better than you.
Yeah. No, this is. I'm shaving here in a little bit.
At home in time for the fan zone at 7 p.m. I will see most of you on. Sparacino, you know you got the keys as well. If you want to jump on, we'd love to have you on as our hockey guy. So if you're able to come on, we're going to be jumping on at 7. We're going to talk about the Rangers. We're going to talk about some basketball. And I got some words on some of the events that have been going on in the world these days. So you don't want to miss it at 7. I appreciate you guys. Ryan, keep it going. You're doing a hell of a job.
Mike, I will let you know in the group chat.
Heads like us, but you're doing a hell of a job. I know Joey's proud of you. I know where's my man Giovanni?
We're trying to figure out something where we can change the time for the shows that way he can come on. He's been dealing with some things. He's been working a lot. So.
All right. Well, listen. I know he's celebrating as well, and we look forward to continue watching you guys because you're doing a hell of a job. Keep it up. Let's go Rangers.
Thank you, Mike.
Hockey, and I'll see you guys soon enough.
See you later, buddy. Take care. Watch the fan zone at 7 o'clock, guys.
My man is standing in front of the store to roast your ass. How do you feel?
I mean, I put taking that L on my name.
All because he bet it on
for a reason.
All because he bet it on Carolina and not the Rangers.
Dude, because I can't bet on the Rangers. I just can't.
You might have to from now on.
No, because they're going to lose if I bet on them.
We don't like that attitude. We don't like that attitude.
Bro, I swear to God, I bet on like 3 or 4 individual Ranger games throughout the season. They lost all but one of them.
Who'd they play?
Actually, ironically, I think the Hurricanes were one of them.
Why would you do that?
Because I thought they were gonna. Because I thought they were gonna win.
But now, why would you do that? We know
because I thought they were gonna win.
All right, but
number 2, they won against Arizona after playing miserable first half of the game.
No shit.
And I forgot the other 2.
All right, but
they've cost me more money than they've made me this season.
All right, so I'm glad that Mike Phillips brought up a thing about Tampa, like saying how Tampa's gonna be a tough team. Fun fact: the Rangers have actually beaten Tampa in every single regular game season this year. That's just
regular season game.
That's what I meant. You know what I'm talking about. That's what I meant. All right. I'm hot. It's hot as. Nah, it's like 93 degrees, that dude.
Literally.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm right. But every time the Rangers and Tampa have met and they clash, the Rangers have taken every single game they played against them. And that's just a lot. I think anybody can say that. Not even just biased Rangers fans. I think anybody in the NHL. NHL fans can say that the Rangers are actually pretty decent, but it's going to be a tough series against Tampa. So,
Yeah.
Dude, Rangers need to hope that they can get Tampa to start taking penalties, because 5-on-5, this team
scary.
is, yeah, Tampa's scary, but 5-on-5, Rangers need to get on the power play as much as possible.
Do you guys think they should keep Goody in, or do you think they should leave Kevin Rooney in? I thought Rooney was great. Rooney was honestly not that bad. For a fourth liner playing like that, that's pretty good.
I didn't even realize Gaudreau was on the ice. And you're talking about Barkley, right?
Yeah.
He disappeared in my eyes.
He disappeared because he was injured. I think he had some kind of surgery.
Oh, okay.
I think he had a surgery. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He was out for like 4 to 6 weeks, but then he came back last night or 2 nights ago. I think it was game 6. He came back and
okay, that's right.
And they subbed him for Rooney, and I thought that was pretty bold of Drury and Gallant.
Yeah, you want to know?
I would have took out what's his name? Not Reeves. Who's the other guy on the fourth line? Hunt?
Please don't say Mott.
No. Mott's back. Oh shit, never mind then.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
No, Mott's pretty good. They have too many players that they can use. They gotta trade.
Yet they signed Patrick Nemeth. Okay.
I don't know why they re-signed him.
They didn't re-sign him.
Oh, well, they signed him.
They gave him a 3-year deal.
Whatever.
Oof. I'm sorry.
That's upsetting. Why?
That is a major blemish.
Well, they're gonna get rid of if they get rid of Trouba.
Trouba's gonna be a Ranger next season.
You think so? A lot of people say he's not going to be.
Okay, I'm just gonna let you guys pick up for a second while I check the Rangers camp situation going into this offseason.
Let's move on to let's move back to the West.
Let's go back to Edmonton and Calgary.
Edmonton, Calgary. I mean, Edmonton took the game with no issue. I don't think they had an issue taking the whole series. McDavid and Draisaitl played great. Mike, this is the time where you do the wacky stat of the week for Joey.
I got you. Even though I didn't actually see his stat, but I got another one.
All right.
It's probably just as wacky. So the last 3 games of that series, Calgary's first line, 2 points. 2.
Wait. Pause. What?
2 points. Games 3, 4, and 5 for Calgary's top line.
You talking about Johnny Hockey out there?
Wow, Johnny Hockey's not doing that.
Johnny Hockey, Matthew Tkachuk, and Elias Lindholm.
Where's Sean? Where's Sean Monahan? Am I lost?
Was he playing on their second line?
I thought he was playing still. Isn't Sean Monahan like the captain of the team?
Yes.
So he shouldn't be getting first line minutes, right?
Not necessarily.
Right.
Jordan Stahl's getting third line minutes.
Well, that's a different story.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish my stat.
Go ahead.
Edmonton's top line, games 3, 4, and 5, 25 points.
Oh
Brutal.
My!
25 points.
Now,
McDavid is on a rampage.
This is not even about McDavid or Leon, but I think that McDavid and Leon are like in some kind of record-holding thing we're going on right now for like most points in the playoffs, like some 20 games or something, right? They have
McDavid is on pace.
McDavid's on pace. He's gonna break something. He's gonna break some kind of record. But
yeah,
combined Leon, and McDavid, they have a total of like 50-something points, 52 points, I think, or like 53. And that was like some kind of duo, kind of record-breaking thing on NHL's Instagram. So
wow.
So I'm just gonna read off Joey's stat. He did send it to us this morning because unfortunately he's not here. This is about the Lightning. So it says if you take every Lightning playoff appearance since 2011, they have been swept in the first round or made it to at least the conference finals. And the Lightning have never won the cup without going through the Islanders in the playoffs. Yeah.
So is it going to be a New York thing if they get through you guys, or?
So
last year didn't they?
So they played the Islanders in 2004.
Wait, what? The Islanders? No, they played the Islanders in 2020. right?
Well, I mean,
Or was it
yeah, but
2021?
he didn't specify
Like I don't know.
on the last 2 years.
I
He
don't
said every time.
He said,
Oh wait, no, I'm a D
hold on.
No,
He
I
said-
screwed up. I
he
screwed
said
up.
if you take every-
No, we're moving on. I screwed up. Just go. Moving
All right,
on.
whatever.
I screwed up.
My boy's still taking L's.
Yep. Pretty much.
Oh,
Pretty much.
All right.
but
Move-
man,
move-
no, that series for what it was both anticlimactic and great because I love. So now I'm going to touch on this in the St. Louis series too. I love when the most hated guy in the series just shows up and does work.
Tony
And
D'Angelo.
I mean, yeah, he got a goal last night.
Bro, he got booed at MSG. Every time he touched the puck, all you hear is boo.
Hey, secret. Because of how many Rangers fans were in Raleigh, he got booed in Raleigh too.
Yeah, he did. It came across on TV.
And I love Tony D, but man, I mean,
Tony D is a
I feel like at times it got to him. Because my boy was ready to make a big mistake with Ryan Reeves.
Right.
He was about to make a big mistake. But anyway, yeah, no, looking at that first line of Kane, Draisaitl, and McDavid, that was nuts at times. That game, that second period, and was it game 2, game 3? I can't remember. Oh, it was game 3 when Evander Kane scored the hat trick.
Oh man.
That second period was bonkers. The only thing that's going to keep the Edmonton Oilers out in this series against Colorado is going to be Mike Smith, because it's going to come down to which Mike is it. If Mike Smith recovered, because we almost got playoff Mike Smith back in game 1, like he showed signs of not being good. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think Edmonton has the firepower to play with Colorado, but Colorado is
I think Colorado is going to win that series. I think it's going to be at least 5 or 6. So
yeah,
I won't be surprised if Colorado.
The only way I could see Edmonton winning this series, dude, Kemper looked shaky in games 5 and 6.
Yeah.
So if that continues, Edmonton has a legit chance.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the goalies for the next 2 rounds are going to be. It's either the best goalie in the NHL or one of the best, or some bum.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got the best scorers in the West and the best blockers in the East.
Yeah, that's weird. He said Ryan Lindgren. Lindy just. Oh my god, I cannot express how much Lindy actually dude,
I don't know if you guys watch the Hockey Guy on YouTube, but I kind of agree with him. Ryan Lindgren's a fucking cyborg.
That dude nuts.
That dude got hurt, exited the game like almost every other game. And still came back out and was blocking shots in a 5-1 situation last night or whatever it was, when we finally got a goal up on the board. He was still blocking shots after going out in the second period with what I thought was a boarding call that was missed personally. But I understand the rule, but dude's head went to the board and I thought he was done. He went off on 1 foot. I mean, he had to get helped off of the ice, and then he shows up in the third period. I'm like,
Lindgren is just some kind of psychopath. He is ridiculous. I think he's one of the most underrated defensemen on the Rangers.
I'm waiting for the news to come out that
I don't think he's underrated, because I know he's underappreciated.
That's what I meant. He's underappreciated.
Dude, I don't think he's underrated. He earned my respect. That dude has to be here. I can't wait to see the injury report postseason for the Rangers.
Same.
I can't wait to see that he's going to need knee surgery. He's going to have a broken foot somewhere in there. That dude took a beating
But
damn Energizer Bunny.
if the Rangers if they're on their way to the Stanley Cup final, just know if this show is gonna be, forget about it. This is gonna be a Rangers podcast for a week. So sorry to everybody. I didn't even think the Rangers were gonna get this far this year either. Honestly.
Well, look, it's the freshest. The Rangers and the Canes were the freshest team on our minds because they're the last two teams playing.
Right.
You know, we got the playoffs. We got the playoffs continuing tonight with Colorado and Edmonton.
Right. Tonight starts the Western Conference Finals, which is going to be a great game.
And speaking of taking an L, I took an L in the chat on that matter earlier today.
What did you do? I didn't see it.
Remember, I said I thought game one was Thursday.
He's like, Mr. Conspiracy Theorist had his conspiracy debunked within seconds. But no, like we can sit here and talk about Colorado, St. Louis, but there's not much to talk about
because it ended in 5.
We can talk about the handful of shitty St. Louis fans out there, you know. But I mean, I don't blame the whole fan base for that.
Colorado.
And you know what? You know who won that? You know who's the MVP of that series? Nazem Kadri is the MVP of that series only because
hands down
how he handled that shit.
Hands down,
he handled that shit. I don't even talk about what he did on the ice. I talk about what he said all the right things, and I don't care about how you feel about his past suspensions or anything. But look, as someone who's played the game, and I gotta make sure that I don't say it. Someone who's been called the N-word while playing game, like in game. The one fight I've had in my entire life, in life period, was because I got called the N-word. My dude just handled that with so much class. In like, I'm not gonna get into all that sentimental stuff, but dude earned a lot of respect from a lot of people that and I don't paint the St. Louis Blues fans in the same light as you know, the same people that called PK Subban the N-word in Boston or Joel Ward, but you know, I am disappointed in their coach and not, you know, and just deflecting the question. You know, he got asked about, you know, just to make a statement on it. All you gotta do is say that doesn't represent us, but he just said no comment. When you say no comment and you have your history, I'm sorry, that's my rant. I'm ranting because
hey, that's okay. We get it.
Like he if you're a high position in that organization, you don't have to control the fans or what they say, but you gotta say that this does not represent us. You got that's all you gotta say. If you got somebody threatening somebody's family, just say that's not the Blues culture. That's not us. But instead, he deflected the question of a no comment twice. You know, and Dave Perron, he's the same guy that I always thought he was. So, but
all right.
And sorry, I don't like the guy.
It's all right.
I just don't like that guy.
All right, moving on. So now we know that Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals starts tonight. Eastern Conference Finals starts tomorrow.
When did you put glasses on?
2 minutes ago.
He did well.
While he was talking, I'm just like, you. These are the Joe Burrow glasses.
Oh, God.
I bought them during the Super Bowl.
I got some heater right there. My glasses are fogging up.
Oh, man. Yeah, like I said before, Eastern Conference tomorrow, Western Conference tonight. Now, let's just take it all in that this show is going to be coming to an end soon, later this month or so, or next month, right before the draft. We are going to say our farewells for the summer, for the off season, and then we will be back in October. Mike, I know you're confused.
Because I'm looking at when Kadri got traded. I did not realize he got traded 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Holy shit!
It's been a while.
I thought it was only 2 years ago. Jeez, oh my God.
Yeah, we're gonna change a few things for Chirp and Chat as a whole. I think it's time for a little bit of a change, just to move some things around. I think just adding people to the group, and just kind of going on from there. I think other than that, I think I've said all I needed to say. But go Rangers! Rangers in 6, Rangers in 7 against Tampa. As my name says, Tampa blows. You guys have anything else before we head off?
Oh my God! I was about to say
Justin.
get the Hurricanes.
just let Justin go because Mike, you can't speak.
No, I can't.
I'm just looking forward to a great Final Four here, Frozen Four, if you will. I know that's
I like
I know
that.
that's college. I know the NCAA has that on lock, but we're just going to use it right now. I'm looking forward to this round.
It's going to be really interesting.
I'm looking to the on paper upset of the Rangers over the Bolts, and the Rangers
you got no faith?
Finals to play.
You got no faith?
No. I think the Rangers are gonna take it.
Really?
I got Rangers in 6, and I got Colorado in 5. And I'm looking forward to that finals.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Rangers in 6, Colorado in 6. Mike, anything you gotta say before we go?
I hope McKinnon gets to the final.
He deserves it. He really does deserve it.
Yeah, McDavid's got time.
McKinnon's only got a couple years up on him.
Yeah, McDavid's got time. McDavid's got time.
All right. Predictions.
Oh, here's what I wanted to say.
For the Frozen Four.
Rangers, please get Tampa to take penalties.
Smart.
You will increase your chances of winning the series by literally probably 30 or 40% if you do that. We'll see what happens.
What are your predictions?
I'm putting money on Tampa. So
son of a bitch. There's always one. And it has to be you. That name we're gonna be back on next week, and that's still gonna be your name.
Well, the series isn't gonna be over by next week.
No, so. but I hope the Rangers will be up by a couple games.
I hope so.
What about Colorado?
Yeah.
Colorado, Edmonton.
Go Avs.
Go Avs, go baby. Avs in what? 6, 5? Don't even say 4. Don't even say 4.
Don't even say.
Don't even say 4.
Get ready to disconnect it. Boot him from the chat.
If you say 4, I'm booting you. I'm ready.
7.
All right, fair. All right.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
I can take that.
Yeah.
Dude, McDavid's on a tear.
Yeah.
And so is Evander Kane because of McDavid. Yeah.
All right.
Edmonton's first line's on a tear.
Yeah.
And also Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, he is not getting enough credit. McDavid is just being that good.
Yeah.
That he's taking all the attention away.
Right.
In a good way.
All right. So I hope you guys all have enjoyed this episode of Chirp and Chat for the round 2 recap of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We're heading into round 3. Eastern Conference starts tomorrow, like I said, and then tonight is Western Conference. So if you guys want to keep up with us, watch those games, and then come hang out with us next Tuesday at 5:30. For the rest of the week, tonight, right after us, in about, I'd say, 45 minutes, is the Fan Zone at 7 o'clock with Mike Manny, and some of us, I think all of us are making an appearance on there. So
I'll be there.
We'll be.
I'll text you guys in the group chat.
Good idea. I will be there, so make sure you guys tune into that. We're going to talk some hockey. We're going to talk about pretty much everything going on in the world, like Mike said earlier. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock is Sportsmania with Jordan and Andres. 7 o'clock is On the Court with Carl and the basketball guys. They're talking about the NBA Finals. Pro Wrestling Injection is at 10 o'clock that night following Dynamite. Thursday is the B Show at 6 p.m. High Velocity is right after that, I'm pretty sure. And don't forget to buy your tickets to the Master Joe documentary. If you want to watch that, hit up the Sports Hit List on Instagram. Check out all the information for that. I will be there personally helping out. I hope to see Mike. I hope to see you there. Justin, I know you're not coming.
Yeah.
Ryan, caught me a T-shirt because I'm actually going to be driving to Syracuse on Friday. So.
All right, I'll get you a T-shirt. All right. Well,
I'm asking you, not Carl, because Carl has an agenda against me the last 2 weeks for some reason.
Listen,
hey, before we go, let's
put your money where your mouth is.
Before we go, Mike, let's give Ryan a round of applause for toughing it out. I know he's in a little bit of distress. Post surgery.
Oh yeah, hold on.
I know you're hurting a little. Yeah,
That's why we canceled last week's show. I unfortunately got ACL surgery. Playing hockey, no less. Sorry, my disgusting room, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Ow, shit. I just hit my foot on the chair. Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got ACL surgery, so that's why there was no show last week, and I forgot to kind of make a public statement about it, saying, "Oh, there's no show," whatever. we're gonna try to update everything on our Instagram at Chirp and Chat. Follow us because we need to boost the account. Justin, I think, is going to be running that account. So if you see some posts, like them, share, follow, and subscribe to everything from the Sports Hit List. I'm Ryan Forte with Justin and Mike. We'll see you guys